Hello, my name is Sylvia Walker. I'm an author and financial planner, and each week I'll be chatting to you on various aspects of finances and money in the Weeklinks digital audio magazine. Please connect with me either on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, or even on my website www.sylviawalker.co.za. Today I'm going to be chatting to you about how we keep a level financial head in January. How do we actually make it through to February when money's in short supply? So we all know about the joke about January, and we also know it's the longest month because in many cases employers actually pay the salaries quite early, maybe middle of December or just before Christmas, ready to help you get through the festive season. But of course human nature is that we spend. We have a great time, even though we've had lockdown and we've had all the issues with COVID-19. A lot of us have still celebrated, even if it's been on a smaller scale, with our families. What then happens? The 2nd or 3rd of January hits and boom, there we go. Festivities over, we pack away the trees, the Christmas trees and the decorations, and we've now got to make it through to the next payday. So we're halfway through the month. Some of us might even be, if you're getting paid in the middle of the month, some people get paid on the 15th. So you might actually be okay. You might be just about there or have received your salary already. But for many other people, it's that long stretch. And some people say it's actually the longest, sort of a 60-day month, as I say, the longest month of the year. So how do we actually get through it? Well, if your money is tight, obviously you need to budget. You need to spend very, very cautiously, and you probably don't have any money for anything extra. So one thing that you actually can do is to use your time more productively, is to declutter your home. Spend your time in some kind of useful way. Start at the one end of your home and work your way through periodically. And anything that you haven't used or haven't needed in the last 6 months, even 3 months, set it aside. And I always say to people, make 3 piles. Have one pile for items that you're going to keep, one pile that you're going to donate, and one pile that you'll sell. Because it's always very important, I think, to actually also give back to society. So make sure that you have some items that you actually can donate to a good local charity. And coming back then to getting through the month, I remember a friend of mine telling me once, she said, every year we kind of overspend over the festive season and we go into debt, and it's really a tough few months. But by the time we get to April, we're kind of breathing again, everything's easy, and then we go away for the Easter weekend and we overspend again and we incur more debt, and then we carry on again. And for them, this was a sort of endless cycle that they used to go through. And really one needs to break that cycle. That's as simple as it is. If you're thinking to yourself that every year, if you've become programmed that every year January is this dark, difficult, long month, don't you think it's time that you actually did something different? And talking about it being a long, dark month, did you know that in January is known as divorce month? It's the month of the year when most people initiate divorce, funny enough. And it's a known fact. You can go and Google it. Divorce attorneys are their busiest in January. So there are many theories around this. One of them being that perhaps people want to get divorced, but they don't want to do it, with the festive season looming and all of that. So they wait until that's over. Another theory is that people are on leave, on holiday together, and they maybe just realize they're not compatible. But most people initiate divorce in January. So we're not talking about divorce today or the financial implications of that, but that's just an interesting aside. So getting back to the finances and promising yourself or making a commitment to actually doing this differently next year. Perhaps that's something you can think about, is promise yourself that in January 2022, you're not going to be in this position where you actually have to scrounge and, count off the days until your salary is coming in again. How do we actually get around that? How do we break that pattern that we perpetuate year in, year out? For me, it's quite simple. You need to actually plan for it. You need to set up a fund, and I like to keep things separate. So open up a separate bank account for yourself and start a festive fund. Every month, put away some money. It's 200, 300, if you can afford more, 400 or 500 Rand a month. But as I say, even if it's only 200 Rand a month, but put that in every single month into your festive fund, and don't touch that money throughout the year. Because we know that the end of the year is expensive. It's going to be more expensive no matter what your circumstances or situation. So wouldn't it be great to have some extra cash that you can use? Some people are lucky to get a 13th check, but in many other cases people don't have that, or people are self-employed. So either way, it's nice to have the extra cash. So start a festive fund for yourself and make sure that when the end of the year comes, you've actually got that extra money. And so that your salary that you earn in December, or your income for December, is used for your normal expenses, not for those extra luxuries that you want to buy or the treats for your family. So it's really about committing yourself to getting yourself out of that cycle so that you don't end up in that cycle next year. Of course, there are other issues that you need to consider too, that in January, on the plus side, there's often sales, so maybe you can take advantage of the January sales. But I always there again say that the thing is, something's only a bargain if you were going to buy it anyway. So don't fall into the trap of buying things just because they're cheap or they're on sale. Buy things that you really need, that you'll be able to use throughout the year. And if they're on sale in January, that's fantastic. You can benefit from that. So I'm hoping you can use some of this information I've shared with you today, and really to live your life in a slightly better way, make some positive changes in your finances, and really empower yourself. Put yourself in the driving seat when it comes to your money and it comes to how you live your life. As I said, you can connect with me on any one of the social media platforms. Otherwise, you can even pop me an email if you want more information or you want to share some information with me around your money tips. I'd love to hear from you. And my email address is sylvia@sylviawalker.co.za. Alternatively, you can read a copy of my book, Smart Woman, which is for sale on all the major selling platforms, including Loot and Take-A-Lot. And that's called Smart Woman. So thanks so much for listening to me, and I'll chat to you soon again. Bye-bye.